Hi, Susie Homesteader of the Rockies, and welcome to the Susie Homesteader channel. And it's New Year's Eve, and we are going to make a fun honey champagne fondue because we're sticking to our champagne theme. And hopefully you watched my other two videos that I did, one on champagne cocktail, a non-alcoholic cocktail for kids, and my tablescape and crafts. So lots of fun videos to go along with our New Year's Eve theme. But we're going to make a fun champagne fondue right now. So the first thing you're going to need is you're going to put your butter, you're going to turn your fondue pot up as hot as you can, and you can also do this in a pot on the stove first if you want to, or if you're making your fondue in a pot, you can also do it that way. But I'm going to do everything in the fondue pot itself, which just makes it all a little bit easier. So the first thing we're going to do is just start with 1 tablespoon of butter, and we're just going to throw that in our preheated fondue pot. Okay, and that is just going to cook up nice and hot. You don't want to even really brown it too much. We're just going to get that cooking nice and hot, and we're going to start sauteing our garlic and our shallots. Now on the garlic, you're just going to use 1, maybe 2 cloves of fresh minced garlic. So go ahead and throw that into your fondue pot and start. We're going to start sauteing these. So let's get those in there. Okay, and then we're also going to do 1/4 cup of shallots. And the shallot's kind of a combination. It's kind of a different onion, but you should be able to find them in the onion department. Anyway, we're going to do about 1/4 cup of shallots, also minced and chopped, and we're going to put that in our fondue pot, and it's going to start sauteing here because you got your butter in there. So, oh boy, and that smells so good. So get that in there so we can start browning that. And that, I have this fondue pot on high just to start with, just so we can kind of get this stuff cooking. You're going to saute your garlic and your shallots for about 2 to 3 minutes, just until they're kind of tender, and then we can start turning down our fondue pot after that. But just get those cooking nice and hot, and saute those for a few minutes. And we're going to kind of speed it up a little bit on this video, but you do want to let those cook a little bit longer. And then we are going to add our champagne. So a nice dry brut champagne is kind of the idea for like a cheese fondue. So we are going to take, this is actually a Chardonnay champagne, but we're going to take this, and we need 1 1/4 cups of champagne. So let's get that in there after that's sauteed, and we're going to bring that to kind of a boil. You just want it really hot. So that's 1 1/4 cups of champagne. Okay, so there's the one, and then we're going to add another 1/4 cup of that to our recipe. Okay, and we'll bring that to a boil before we start to turn this down a little bit more. So let's get that cooking. And oh my God, does that smell good. Okay, so we have our champagne, and then once that comes to a boil, you are going to have your either a Gruyere cheese or a Swiss cheese already shredded and ready to go. So that is 16 ounces of either one of those cheeses, or just any other kind of cheese you might like in a fondue. I mean, fondues are all about the cheese. So if you're not a big fan of Swiss cheese, go ahead and pick out something else. So, okay, so now we got our champagne to a boil. So we're going to turn this down a little bit, just so our cheese doesn't burn. We'll turn that down about halfway. My fondue pot goes up to 8. number 8, so half of that, you know, just so it's a little less than what we had it on, should work out pretty good. Okay, so let's get our cheese, and we're going to add that kind of slow just so it doesn't burn again. And then we're going to keep stirring that too as we get it in there. A little bit at a time, because cheese does burn, and that is not fun getting that off the bottom of a pot. So let's get our cheese in there. Lost a little cheese there, but that's our, I'm using a Swiss because we just love Swiss cheese. So let's just keep kind of adding that a little bit at a time so it starts to melt. I think I might turn that up a little bit higher. Okay, and we'll just add the rest of that. And of course you can double this recipe. You know, if you're feeding a big crowd, this is going to really only fill up about half of a this size fondue pot, this Cuisinart fondue pot. You know, but I almost always double every recipe I make. So you could easily double this recipe also. Anyways, as that starts to melt down, you're going to stir in some honey. So there is your 1/3 of a cup of honey. Let's get that in the pot. And we'll stir our cheese one more time just to keep that going. We're still only on about half a medium heat now. Okay, get your honey in there. And that is a sticky one, but it's going. So there's your honey. And after that, we are going to do a little lemon juice. So you can use a fresh lemon if you want to, or you can just use a concentrated lemon juice that's in a container. And we need 2 tablespoons of our lemon juice. And we'll stir this all again in a minute. So there's your 2 tablespoons. That'll kind of cut through some of the heaviness of this recipe. And we're just going to stir that a couple more minutes. And then we're going to just add a couple of spices here after this kind of all melts down. So just really, honestly, it's just a lot of stirring here in the beginning. And then just to kind of get things to melt evenly. And then after you have got that stirred again, we are going to add a pinch of nutmeg. And if you don't like nutmeg at all, some people really don't bother putting it in. Okay, but we're just going to do a little sprinkle of nutmeg. And we're going to do a white pepper. And this is half a teaspoon of a white pepper, which is obviously exactly opposite of a black pepper. But there is such thing as a white pepper, which I haven't used very often, but it seems like there's a lot of recipes that are calling more and more for the white pepper. There's that, and then we're also going to put in a tablespoon of dry mustard. Okay, so let's get that out, and that is 1 tablespoon, complete tablespoon. Or I'm sorry, no, 1 teaspoon. I take that back. Teaspoon. Okay, of mustard, except I love mustard, so I probably wouldn't have a problem putting in a whole tablespoon. Okay, so there is your 1 teaspoon of mustard. And we are going to add a little bit of cornstarch to this. So we're going to do about 4 teaspoons of cornstarch. And I do suggest putting this in last because this is really, you just have to decide what kind of a consistency that you want to this. So it's definitely too thin without it. But just like making gravy or anything else that you make, if it's, not the consistency that you like, you can always add more cornstarch. So, and it's also cooled down a little bit more, so that's kind of a better time to add your cornstarch. So, let's just mix that up really good one last time here. And then, boy, that is getting cheesy. Let's add our cornstarch. So we need 4 teaspoons of that, which we're going to start with, and we can always add more if we want it thicker. So, and I'm going to start to turn it down just a hair more, just so that we don't get lumpy fondue like you do with gravy. So there's 2, and we'll have 1 more, 3, and 4. Okay, so back to mixing again. And you should be good to go. Actually, I'm going to take this off because that's really just for your, that is just for your forks, to hold your fondue forks on. So that'll give you a little better shot of what that looks like on the inside of our fondue. And boy, if you could just smell that, that just smells absolutely wonderful. So we're at a medium to low heat now, and then we'll just see how thick that we want that with the cornstarch, and we can always add more after the rest of our cheese melts. So a lot of this cheese still isn't completely melted yet, so we're just not going to know how thick it's going to be until it's completely melted. So there is your recipe for honey champagne fondue. And, of course, you're going to shoot for something like a French bread or something that you can cube, that's easy to cube, that you can put on your skewers for your guests. And that is a wonderful appetizer for your New Year's Eve party. So if you have any questions, come and see me at my website, Susie Homesteader of the Rockies. And I will see you there. Happy New Year. Bye-bye. So, let's get started. Subscribe to the Susie Homesteader channel, and we'll see you there. Bye-bye.